Scores are here. So I just got home, and I don't know if the selection show is still going on or if it's over. I've gone to, I found a bracket. I think the selection show is all done because they're talking about, hey, come here and watch the women's selection show. No thanks. Um, Here's what we're going to do a couple of cool things here. This is a very special edition of Scores are. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go and re-rack our rankings for the end of the regular year. By the way, we went 2 and 3 in our picks today, and 40%, and no money lines, and so we're at 53% on the postseason. So a little bit of an increase than the regular year. So that home court disadvantage is gone now for everything. I think maybe the NIT and some of these other tournaments, they might play at some home court of a like the higher seeds home court. I don't know. I'm kind of focused on the big tournament right now. So here's what we're going to do. You can see we're a little bit out of sorts because the lower the number, the better the team. And so we've got some that are missorted here. So we're going to, like Auburn should jump Duke, right? 9.21 is lower than 9.3, right? Villanova is going to jump both, right? So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to reset these rankings. Haven't done it for a week. And I'm going to make a little point to something as soon as we get this done. So let's go up here. Now, this happens fast. And it's going to be hard to see. But let me bump this. Let's make it, we shouldn't make it impossible to see. Let's make it easier to see. So I've got everything highlighted. I'm going to do a sort here. Data, sort range, advanced range sorting options. Data has header row. Data has header row. And okay, so I'm going to hit on 3. I'm going to hit the button, this button right here, and we're going to see the teams move, and it happens fast. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's over. Okay, so this is the final rankings going into the tournament. So Gonzaga's got a kind of a big lead. There's a lot of distance between our number 1 team, Gonzaga, and our number 2 team, Houston. Houston is fantastic, folks. That's a Final Four team if I ever saw one. They're really, really good. Baylor at number 3. So they lost during the tournament. We're about to turn their lights back on. Arizona at 4, Kansas at 5. Texas Tech is at 6. I know they're not rated as high as I have them elsewhere. Kentucky at 7, Tennessee 8, Villanova 9, Auburn 10, Purdue at 11, UCLA at 12, Duke at 13, Iowa 14, LSU 15, Texas, UConn, Illinois, Arkansas, and Virginia Tech round out the top 20. We'll take this up to 30. Alabama at 21, Wake Forest at 22, Loyola of Chicago at 23, St. Mary's at 24, San Diego State, 25, Oklahoma State at 26. I don't think they're going to make it in the tournament. I don't think they'll get an invite. San Francisco at 27, 28 is Seton Hall, 29 Memphis, number 30 is Oklahoma. I don't think these 2 Oklahoma schools get an invite. I really don't. The Big 12 is just so good this year, and their records are kind of like 50, right around 500, both of those schools. So on the outside looking in, actually there's 68 teams. So we're going to go pretty damn deep here. But 35 already been sewn up. And let me start at the bottom. Let me go down the bottom. So as officially the worst basketball team in Division I this year. Eastern Illinois close on their heels, Delaware State, Mississippi Valley State, Maine. These were all horribly winless. Lamar is in there. They all had horrible years. And so we darken out the bad teams and we leave the teams that win in advance, we leave them lit up, and then we change them to gold because that's going to be the color for the NCAA tournament. Every team in is going to get gold. So once you win your conference tournament, you punch your ticket, it's automatic. So I'm going to scroll up, keep scrolling, and you see all the bad teams are eliminated. They're all gone. This is what I like to see because it's telling me that the rankings are working, right? So we have all the way up to number 256 Bellarmine before we before we see any team that's still alive. Okay, so there's 358 teams. So that's the bottom 100 are out. Okay, and then even after this, it's a long stretch, and then we get to Texas A&M Corpus Christi, and another long stretch, and then Bryan, another long stretch. Okay, now we're starting to see more. The closer we get to the top, we're starting to see more teams that are alive. Okay, this is a computer working; it's doing its job, and a lot of these we're going to light back up again, and then we get in the top 50, and we're going to get lots of color on here. Okay, so that's how that played out. And here in the top 10, all but 4 teams made it. But I guarantee we're going to light them all back up. Okay, so now let's go look at the brackets. And as we encounter teams that are not gold, we will make them gold. Okay, so here is the brackets I'm working off of. And I was like, Georgia Southern, Georgia State, what Georgia CBS Sports? So I hit them. It still didn't tell me. So I said, well, that's not my play. I'm going to take Gonzaga. But I'm still left. I know it's Georgia State. But it's like, hey, if you didn't know, you're new. Come on, CBS, use your head, dum-dums. Okay, so Gonzaga we know is in. They won their conference tournament, so they're already in. And this is Georgia State. Trust me. Okay, that is Georgia State. And I think they won there. They won the Sun Belt? They did. Okay, so they're already in. They won the Sun Belt. And I realize that you're not seeing that, but I'm gonna have to bounce back and forth here a little bit. Okay, the next game, Boise State and Memphis. Now we know Memphis didn't make it because they lost today. Boise State did win their conference tournament. So let's go turn Memphis gold. And let's make sure I share this time. Memphis is our number 29 rated team. Currently out. We threw them into the volcano just this afternoon when they lost to Houston. But now we're going to turn the lights back on. So that was a short in the volcano for Memphis. Okay, now let's go back. And UConn and I know that's New Mexico State. It's not New Mexico. God, CBS Sports. I know it's New Mexico State. So UConn is in, and they did not win their tournament, so we have to turn them on. And I forget to share. And I'm telling you, I'm relatively sure that it's New Mexico State. Now, you were not getting any help from CBS Sports, but New Mexico State did win there. They won the WAC. Yeah, so they're already in. Okay, let's go back to the bracket. Arkansas and Vermont. Vermont won the American East, and Arkansas was eliminated out of the SEC, so we got to go turn them on. So let's go find Arkansas. Not Arkansas State, not Central Arkansas, not Arkansas. Talking about the Razorbacks, right there. Let's make them gold. They're in. Boom. All right. Back to the bracket. Alabama. It looks like the winner of Rutgers and Notre Dame, I'm assuming. Alabama got bounced early. Rutgers was out, and Notre Dame was all out. So those 3 teams are now in. So let's go light them back up. Alabama, our number 21 rated team. Rutgers, they're coming at number 75. And Notre Dame, they're our number 57th rated team. Okay. So we got that. Now let's go back to the brackets. Texas T, everybody. Texas Tech and Montana State, trust me. Good Lord, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. A professional sports scoreboard do. I mean, if you were new to this, you're like, Texas Tech? Yeah, but there's a little bit of doubt there, isn't it? Okay, so Texas Tech did not win their tournament. Montana State did. So let's go turn Texas Tech back on. and I think they're top 5. Yeah. Texas Tech. Now, listen. I've been immersed in college basketball since late November. Okay, every day I've been coming here and doing this, and you can see this goes back to it goes back to December 28th. I don't know why. What is that? Oh, that's the postseason. We started the contest here December 28th. I had to get some data, so we've recorded every single score of every game this year by all 358 teams. Okay, it's a massive undertaking, and we did it. And we did it with an eye on the spring when March Madness is. We did it with an eye on now, and for this time in of the year, right? So we're finally there. And then, so I know who Texas T is, okay, and um, I know which Montana this is, but the regular every day, they're like, I can't use these brackets. So that's Sparty, right? There's a Sparty. That's Michigan State, and that's Davidson. Okay, I know that because I'm your host. Michigan State and Davidson. I know they both lost, so we got to turn them both on. And I don't know why that's like that. Little things drive me nuts. Boom, fixed. Michigan State, and you have to click out of this in order to turn this to change the color. It's just ridiculous. And Davidson. So Michigan State's our number 37 team, and Davidson's our number 55 team. But I'm going to say Davidson's going to win that game. In my opinion, Davidson's strong. I don't know why I have it so low. It's a good team. Wow, better than Michigan State. Okay, back to the bracket. Duke and Cal State Fullerton. That is not Cal State Fullerton. Duke and Cal State Fullerton. Duke did not win the ACC tournament, so we got to turn them back on. And Fullerton did, so we don't have to turn them back on. But let's just go take a look. Let's trust but verify the old scores are here. Yep, they're yellow or orange or gold or whatever. Yep, I had it right. Okay. I keep forgetting to share. All right, back to the bracket. Man, it's bouncing back and forth. So that was the West matchups. And now we're going to do the South. So here we have Arizona versus Wright State. And Arizona won their conference, and so did Arizona, and so did Wright State. Uh, Arizona, yeah, they're in their right, and Wright. Yep, they won the Horizon. Okay, back to the bracket. Seton Hall and TCU. We got to go light them both up. Seton Hall and TCU. Man, if you're Seton Hall, you're thinking, what did we do to deserve TCU? TCU is really good, really, really, really good. Okay, so Seton Hall number 28. I think TCU is going to be north of that. Number 39. Wow, wow. If man, I would have thought TCU would be favored over Seton Hall, but according to this, it's quite the opposite. I don't know if I like what I'm seeing here. All right, back to the bracket. Man, these are going to be some tough picks. Houston and oh my God, Houston and UAB. Houston's our number 5 seed. Man, both these teams are Sweet 16 minimum worthy, maybe elite. Both of them elite 8. One of them's going to be bounced. Oh, for crying out loud! Oh my goodness, that is really hard to see. It's really hard to see that. All right, so Houston won the American Conference. UAB did they win the? Yeah, they won there the Conference USA. Okay, so they're both in already. Wow, what a bad matchup. Whoever that's bad. We need to keep those two teams separate. Okay, Illinois and Chattanooga. I know Illinois did not win their tournament, so let's go find Illinois. And there's a lot of Illinois schools. Okay, let's turn them back on. And who are they playing? Yeah, they're playing Chattanooga. And I think that's our first at large because Furman won the Southern. No, Chattanooga won this. Yeah, I'm sorry. Chattanooga won the Southern. Okay, so they're both in already. All right, back to the bracket. That is Colorado State and Michigan. Colorado State and Michigan. So Colorado State lost to Montana State in the Big Sky. Colorado State. Coloard. Oh, State. There we go. Our number 43 rated team. So let's turn them back on. So that's an at-large. Yeah, that's an at-large. And they're playing Michigan. So let's go find the Wolves. There's Michigan, our number 36 rated team. So number 36 takes on number 43. And that'll be an interesting contest because I really like Colorado State. I think that's a really good team. Michigan's just kind of, oh, look at that. They're right next to each other. Oh, we're Big Ten. We're Michigan. We're going to be good every year. Just depends on what level your expectations are of us this year. I mean, my expectations are low of Michigan this year. Tennessee facing Longwood. Longwood won the Big South. Longwood won the Big South Conference. And Tennessee, of course, won the SEC. So I'd like to be Longwood. This is Longwood's very first trip into they're both in. They both are conference winners. Yeah, and Longwood won the Big South. So they're both already in. Okay, next up. Ohio State and Loyola of Chicago. I promise you, I feel like jumping over to ESPN or something. Come on. This is the dumbest thing. Ohio State and Loyola of Chicago. And I know Loyola Chicago won the Missouri Valley, so they should already be in here. Well, let's just double check the old scores are. There they are. And then Ohio State did not win the Big Ten, so that's an at-large. Ohio State, number 33, Ohio State. We'll look at these matchups a little closer. I'm just trying to turn the teams back on that made it. And I tell you what, man, if I don't see that team and that team make it, somebody's getting a very strongly worded letter from me to the manager of the NCAA. We'll see if they straighten out after that. Villanova and Delaware. So let's go find Villanova did win the Big East, and Delaware did win the Colonial. Delaware. Yeah, Delaware won, and then Nova won the Big East. So they're both automatic bids. I probably wasn't sharing. No, I was sharing. Okay, back to the bracket. So that's going to complete the South. So we have the West and the South in. Now let's go to the East. So Baylor did get the invite, which I think all of us pretty well expected. So Baylor gets their lights turned back on. We retrieve them from the volcano. And who are they playing? Baylor is playing Norfolk State out of the MEAC conference winner. Yeah, the mighty MEAC. Norfolk State. Yeah, they're already in. They won their conference tournament. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with the sharing thing. I'm doing a bad job. Looks like UNC, the Tar Heels are playing Marquette. Both of them are at-large berths. So North Carolina, our number 40 rated team, and they're taking on Marquette, our number 45 rated team. Well, I just wonder who they hire to do these things. Like, what's your credentials going to be? What if you recorded every single game and you have for the past 15 years and been really accurate? I wonder if that's good. No, you just got to be some kind of college basketball bureaucrat to get it. Okay, so there's one. We did get St. Mary's in, and they're playing the winner of Wyoming and Indiana, I'm assuming. Nah, I wasn't sharing. Let's go back and take a look at that. Okay, so that's St. Mary's, Wyoming, and Indiana. I'm assuming that's Indiana. So we got St. Mary's in. Man, if San Francisco to make it, I swear I'm going to write a very strongly worded letter. It's somebody is going to get lit up. St. Mary's plays Wyoming and Indiana. So let's go make sure all three are lit up. St. Mary's, not Mount St. Mary's, the regular St. Mary's. They're in, and Wyoming's in. It's good to see Wyoming make it. They're an at-large and a well-deserved trip to the big dance for Wyoming. And Indiana, again, another team that was very worth. Indiana had a great year. I think they're a really powerful team. I'm glad to see that they're in the tournament. Okay, so that was three teams. UCLA and Akron, both of them won their tournaments. UCLA won the Pac-12. Akron won the Mid-America. So they both should be lit up. But let's just double check. UCLA. Did they know? When did they won? Oh, well, who beat UCLA? No, I just forgot to light them up. They're in. Glad we checked. And UCLA and Akron out of the Mid-America. Yeah, they're in. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the bracket here. I just saw something that made me delighted, very much so. We'll get to it. It's coming up. Oh, is this good? Okay, all right. I can't contain it. Texas and Virginia Tech. Bye bye, Texas. Bye bye. Texas is going to be. Vodtek's going to run them out of the gym. Okay, UT. All the Texases. There we go. Number 16, Texas. They're in. And Virginia Tech, man, they won the ACC. Okay, maybe I shouldn't even say anything else. That's all you need to know. They won the ACC. Think about all the monsters that live in the ACC, and they won the tournament. So yeah, they're really good, man. They're just really, really good. I wasn't sharing. Okay, so Virginia Tech. So Texas is number 16, and Virginia Tech is number 20. That's going to be a hell of a game. And I'm going to say the numbers are going to say Texas, but man, I'm telling you, the Hokies are they good? Especially they're playing really well right now. Purdue gets Yale. So let's go. So Yale won the Ivy, and Purdue, I can't remember. Purdue lost to Iowa tonight. Yeah, so Purdue we threw them in the volcano a couple hours ago. And let's get life support going. And Yale is our this year's Ivy League conference tournament winner. So they're in. Okay, back to the bracket. Okay, I'm yelling about this all year long. Murray State is not the 24th rated team. I mean, that's what they are, and even KenPom's got them rated high. We're going to look at Murray State. Now they're in the Ohio Valley, okay? And they play the likes of SIU Edwardsville and Southeast Missouri State and Tennessee State. And Belmont is good, and they destroyed Belmont. That was a great game. Eastern Illinois is one of those bottom 100 teams. Like they're like number 356. UT Martin. So look at these numbers. So the higher the number, the worse the team. Look at the 15s and 13s, right? High 11s, 13s, and here's what I want you to really pay attention to. UT Martin is awful. They won like 6 games, and Murray beat them by 2 points. Then they destroyed Belmont. Southeast Missouri State, here, they're right next to Murray here. Let's go take a look. Southeast Missouri State, they won by 2 points. Here's Southeast Missouri State. They went 12 and 18. Are you telling me, and their numbers are in the 13s? Gonzaga is in the 8s, okay? This is a bad team. And you're telling me a team that struggles to beat these bad teams deserves a trip to, well, they won the tournament. So it was good. But everyone talked about Murray State all year. I'm thinking, why? I mean, we got them good, but man, not top 25 good. What kind of crazy is that? So, and here's the most delightful. I wasn't sharing any of that. God, jeez. Here's the most delightful part of it. God, I'm such an idiot. They get San Francisco. I love the fact that they get San Francisco because San Francisco is not UT Martin. It's not SIU Edwardsville. This is going to be a little wake-up call for our friends at Murray State and the people that are promoting them as a good team. So San Francisco made it in. And that's what I was all giddy about. So let's go light them up, make them green, make them orange, make them gold. I just got to do a better job at sharing because I just went on a rant about Murray State and you had to see what I was looking at. You know what? Let's do it again. We share, just make double, triple sure. Here's Murray State. Here's all the games I record, okay? So this is, I'm not making it up. Every single team gets a profile and I record every single game, not once, but twice, because when Morehead State plays Murray, I got to record it over here, and then I got to go record it over here. So take that astonishingly large number and double it. That's the amount of data I'm putting out. Okay, so we wrap up the non-conference schedule at Auburn, and they get trounced, right? Chattanooga's good. That's a good win. And Memphis, that's a great win, actually, right there. Middle Tennessee, that's a good team. That's a good win. They didn't make the postseason in their own tournament, James Madison. Okay, so then we come back to the Ohio Valley. But I've learned, before we get there, that the non-conference is nearly meaningless because you think they faced the real Auburn there? No. No. They faced the Auburn that is stripped down, running their plain Jane vanilla offense, and coaches tinkering with the lineups, and that's who you're getting in the because it doesn't matter. It doesn't. These games are meaningless, but these are not. Once you get into conference play, and let's look at who's in the conference: Southeast Missouri State, SIU Edwardsville, Tennessee State, Belmont's really good. Eastern Illinois is the second worst team in college basketball. UT Martin won maybe 6 games. Tennessee Tech is not any good. Morehead State is decent. They are decent. Austin Peay was terrible this year. Look, they got the same rating as SIU Edwardsville. Okay, that's how bad Austin Peay was. So that's who they're playing in here. UT Martin. Here, I'll show you UT Martin. I know people's eyes are glossing over, but UT Martin went 6 and 22 this year. Okay, Murray State beat them by 2. Why are people all over? They were on the road. And then they destroyed Belmont, which is a very good win. That's a very good win. But then they got Southeast Missouri State, won by 2 again. So I'm not a big believer in Murray State. Now they're going to get a real team. Okay? This is a real team you're about to look at. This team, San Francisco, the Dons, just even their name's intimidating. Look at all these W's. Look at all the wins. All the wins. I don't know what happened there. That's a good team, Loyola Chicago. They made the tournament. Then look at all the wins. Then you lose to BYU by 2. You lose to Gonzaga by 16. But Gonzaga did that to everybody. You lost to St. Mary's, another tournament team, by 2. Okay. Then look at all the W's. They're 22-9. Murray State. This is going to be so good. San Francisco is going to beat them by 15. I guarantee you. I know it's going to happen. Maybe I should calm down just a little bit. Okay, let's go back to the. It wouldn't be any fun if I was just, And here's the problem: I'm going to be chalk. If you're unfamiliar with that term, chalk is like the higher seeded team advances, like Kentucky and St. Peter's. The higher seeded team, which is actually the lower number, will advance. And I do a lot of chalk, but nope, not here, not here. I'm calling my shot right now. San Francisco's going to beat Murray. Okay, Kentucky gets St. Peter's. Let's go light Kentucky up because they didn't make their conference tournament final. Northern Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky, Western Kentucky. There's the Wildcats. There they are. And who they get again? They get St. Peter's. Ooh, that reminds me. Did Iona make it? Ooh, I would be very interested to hear that. Okay, yeah, they get St. Peter's, who did win the MAC, the MAAC. Ooh, Iona with Rick Pitino. They lost their conference tournament final, but no, they got bounced in round one of the MAC. Man, this is fun. I love this stuff. Where are we? Yeah, okay. All right, let's slide over here and do, what are they calling it this year? The Midwest. Okay. So this is awesome. It's Texas Southern, and I'm going to have to look it up. It might be down here. Okay, Texas Southern and Texas A&M Corpus Christi. That's who they mean to say. Okay, so Kansas won the Big 12. Yeah, and they're in. Kansas is right here, number 5. They're in, and it's Texas Southern out of the SWAC. They're in. They won the SWAC, and then Texas A&M Corpus Christi, they won the Southland. Okay, so all 3 teams are already in, but they're going to make Texas Southern and Corpus Christi do a play-in game, which is about right. That's about right. Very lesser conferences. San Diego State and Creighton. Ooh, that's going to be a really good game. Am I sharing this? Okay, that next 2 is San Diego State and Creighton get in. San Diego State lost to Boise in the Mountain West tournament championship. So that's an at-large bid, which we expected. And the team in Omaha. What's Creighton? Creighton. Where are you? Creighton out of the Big East played in the final game. I think that's why they're here. They're our number 52 rated team. They played in the final tournament game for the Big East and lost to UConn, I think. It doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting better at this share thing. Okay. Iowa and Richmond both make it. I think we know both teams won their tournaments. They actually won them today. So let's just go make sure we have Iowa turned on. They won the Big Ten this year, and Richmond, who beat Davidson today to win. Okay, they're both in. And back here we got Providence and South Dakota State. Wow, interesting matchup. Providence has been sliding. They have not been playing as well as they had to begin the year. South Dakota State, spunky little team, man. Very good team. They're just playing a very weak conference, but they're a good team. So I know South Dakota State won the Horizon League, and they're in. And Providence did not win the Big East, so we got to go turn them on. So that's our number 41 rated team, Providence. And let's go take a look at South Dakota State. Where are they? Am I sharing? Yeah. Where? Okay, so Providence 41, South Dakota State is number 89. I still think that's going to be a very interesting game. I still have not seen Iona. I have not seen Iona. That means they got left out so far. Oh, yep, means they got left out. LSU made it. I don't know why. Why would bother? Iowa State's going to kill them. So LSU and Iowa State. LSU is great, but they lack the killer instinct. They just don't win. They just don't put teams away. And I can't get them out of my top 20. But I know that KenPom has the same problem. Texas is in. Why are they Why didn't I turn them on? Didn't Texas make it? I'll have to double back and check that. They're in. So LSU makes it number 15, and then Iowa State is our number 42 rated team. I think they're playing possum. I think that coach is like, yeah, we'll show them what they need to see for now, and then we'll hit them when it counts. I've got my eye on you, Iowa State. I think you're playing possum. I'm sorry I wasn't sure. I think Iowa State's playing possum. And we're on to you, Iowa State, because that's a good team. Better team than they played like. Okay, back to the brackets. Share, idiot. Okay, Wisconsin gets Colgate. Or I should say Colgate gets Wisconsin. Colgate had a good year. They won the Patriot League. So they're in already. Our number 122 rated team. And then Wisconsin, of course, got bounced in the Big Ten late. They made a deep run in the Big Ten tournament, if you want to put it that way, Wisconsin. So it's an at-large with Wisconsin. There we go. They're our number 34 rated team. Remind me about Texas, because I haven't seen, they were still dark, and I think I missed them. What are we looking at? Okay. Back to the board. We're running out of slots, people. USC and Miami of Florida? Really? Miami of Florida? Ooh, wow. Okay. Here's USC, number 44. Where's Miami of Florida? Number 66. Why is Miami of Florida in? I don't understand that. Am I sharing? Yeah. God, man. Our number 66 rated team? Well, I guess Wyoming. Well, yeah, Wyoming's an at-large. Okay, I guess there's a lot of other well-deserving teams here. I haven't called their names yet. Miami of Florida? Wow. I don't know what I missed with that one. Auburn, of course, is in at Jacksonville State. Auburn did not win the SEC. Jacksonville State did. Ooh, Jacksonville State? Well, wait a minute. Bellarmine won. What? And the Bellarmine won the Atlantic Sun. Why is Jacksonville State? I didn't hear Bellarmine. I think that's a mistake. Where's Bellarmine? Did I call Bellarmine already? I don't see him. That's a mistake. No, that's wrong. Bellarmine won the Atlantic Sun, and Jacksonville State's in the Atlantic Sun. And am I smoking glue? Let me go take a look at something here. Let's go to the Atlantic Sun. Here's Bellarmine. It'd be Jacksonville. See, there's Jacksonville and there's Jacksonville State. And Jacksonville played Bellarmine in the conference tournament and lost. Jacksonville State lost to Jackson. What in the hell is going on here? Jacksonville State, that's wrong. Okay, let's do something else here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go look at teams just to double check my handiwork here. I mean, I would have to be knocked out to not know who won the Atlantic Sun. Bellarmine won the Atlantic Sun. Yeah, here it is. They beat Jacksonville and won the Atlantic Sun. There's Jacksonville State. Let's go look at Jacksonville State. They should end their year on a loss to Jacksonville. They did. Oh man, I don't know what's going on here. All right, we're gonna go look at ESPN's version of this, because all of a sudden I'm not so. Yeah, there's Bryant. I haven't called Bryant yet. Wright State. Okay, Wright State. Oh my God. CBS, get out of here. You're a joker. There's Jacksonville State again. What in the hell? Why? Where's Bellarmine? What's going on? Did they explain this? Because I didn't watch the selection show. Did they say both Bellarmine and Jacksonville have decided not to play, so the third runner-up is Jacksonville State? I really doubt that happened. Why is Jacksonville State in? Let's go put Bryant's in too. What on earth is going on here? Look, listen, I better look at the chat here because I don't. Maybe someone's yelling at me right now. Chat, where are you? Yeah, no one's telling me any different. I don't understand what's happening, man. Jacksonville State is not in the big tournament. They're not. They lost. They lost in the semifinal. Okay, we're just gonna march forward and pretend like I'm not losing my mind. Tell me Auburn. Yeah, there's Auburn. Okay, Auburn's in, and so let's go light them back up. I don't know what on earth is happening right now. Okay, so every one of our top 10 teams is back in. Make sure we're sharing. Texas. Let's go find Texas. Did I not call Texas? It would have been up here. I'm not seeing Texas on the west. How about in the south? I'm not seeing Texas in the south. What about the east? There's Texas. They're playing Virginia Tech. Oh, that's right. I remember now. Yeah, so Texas is in. I don't know how I missed that. Wow. Yeah, see, Bellarmine won. Wake Forest didn't make it. Like I said, the two Oklahoma schools didn't make it. Probably not. The two Oklahoma schools didn't. Wake Forest didn't make it. Wow. At least that's what I think. Let's see if we can call them up here. Here's Marquette. So Wake Forest didn't make it. Wow. That's a good team. And neither Oklahoma school made it. St. John didn't make it. Xavier didn't make it. Florida, Mississippi State, Washington State didn't make it. Texas A&M didn't make it. Ooh, North Texas. Oh, and St. Louis. Oh my goodness, man. There's some good teams left out here. Dayton didn't make it. Oh, wow. Wow. But Miami of Florida did. Wow. Is this last year's bracket? I don't know what's going on. I mean, there's some. I would not die on the hill of any of these teams. Okay, but man, to imagine Dayton not making it, and North Texas not making it, and St. Louis. Wow, I'm just really surprised. And Utah State was a bubble, but I kind of thought they'd get the nod. But I don't know what Miami of Florida has done to deserve the trip here. Let's go take a look at them. Miami of Florida. I mean, a decent ACC team, but I don't know why they would get the nod over. See, here's Dayton beat the hell out of them. North Texas. Oh, they did beat North Texas. It's interesting that they played them. Okay, so look at their record: 23-10. That's a good record. There's a good record. Man, lost to Virginia. Virginia didn't make it. Lost to Va Tech, who did make it. Lost to Duke, of course. Lost to Notre Dame tournament team. Lost to Virginia, not a tournament team. Yeah, I just don't see anything outstanding about. So they've scored more points than they allow, which I would hope so. 23-10, 10.5 rating. Man, I just here's a Syracuse 10.57 right there in line with Miami and Florida, and they didn't make it. And Wake Forest 9. Something's wrong. Wake Forest didn't make it, and Miami of Florida did. There's something very wrong with that. I mean, Wake Forest is a terrific team. Look at I'm in a second, but 9.82. It was the scores R rating, and Miami of Florida 10.5. The lower. Oh, we forgot to do something here. Let's go finish this. I was like surprised that Boston College beat Wake Forest. So surprised I forgot to go get there. This will change things. This will change things. So Wake 22 and 10, 10.14. 10.14. Miami of Florida 23 and 10, 10.52. Yeah, Wake should have been called before Miami of Florida was. Very strange. Wow. Okay, well, I've got some questions I need answered like that. Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State did not make it, and Bellarmine did, but no Bellarmine. Why didn't Bellarmine? Hey, this is for fun. Let's ask the Google. Why didn't get out of here? Get out of here. Why didn't Bellarmine make the tournament? Bellarmine basketball missing NIT is latest news. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Why isn't Bellarmine going to the tournament? The Knights win the ASUN tournament, but won't be going to the Big Dance because of an NCAA technicality. Okay. So Bellarmine won the ASUN tournament title with 77-72 victory over Jacksonville, but because the Catholic University located in Louisville is still transitioning from Division One to Division One from Division Two, it will not be going to the NCAA tournament. Instead, the ASUN's regular champ, Jacksonville State. Whoa. Oh my God. The NCAA mandated reclass takes 4 years, which means Bellarmine won't be eligible for the tournament until 2025. The Knights can't even go to the NIT, which is run by the NCAA either, but is eligible for the college basketball invitational or the collegeinsider.com tournament. Still, winning a conference tournament title during its second season as a Division I program is an impressive accomplishment for the Knights, who are led by former Louisville assistant Scotty Davenport. Bellarmine made 4 to. Wow. Okay, that answers my question. Man, I wonder how long ago they knew this. Wow. All right, Jacksonville State it is. Good Lord. Wow. That's horrible. Ah, my goodness. So there's Jacksonville State. They're in number 167th rated team. They're in, and let's go find Bellarmine. Actually, listen, I had them number 256, right? But they did win the damn tournament. All right. They weren't going to go anywhere. But I wonder if the kids knew this. Well, we got to turn the lights off on them. Wow. Yeah, they were by far my lowest rated team in the tournament. I mean, we'll go look at them. They weren't too good, and then at the very end, man, they just turned it on. They just couldn't lose. So they were 15 and 12 on the year. They hit the tournament and just but see, they've got a lot of losses. What did I say they were? 15 and 12. Yeah, 15 and 12 in the Atlantic Sun. Oh, there's a missing digit. Yeah, I'm going to do an audit of all these teams. There's 2 mistakes I found. But yeah, that's well, I'm sorry for your bad luck, Bellarmine. That's really too bad. I feel bad for those kids. It's just not fair. Okay, so I had these 2 little errors. I'm just going to rerun the rankings again. just to get it all completely squared up and trued and ready to be cut. And then we're going to end the stream, and I'm going to get busy making some predictions. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the entire tournament, okay, based on my predicted winner. They'll advance. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and enter the score into the system and play it out, because that'll adjust the ratings and the points for and everything. But I'm gonna whatever the prediction is, I'm gonna enter it, and I'm gonna play every game head to head based on that predictions, even into the second round, into the Sweet 16, Elite Eight, all the way through to the final championship game. I'm gonna play it out. It's all gonna be on one static board, and that'll be my pick for the tournament. And then I'm gonna have another sheet where it's gonna be, where I didn't win on the projected board. We'll keep a running board, and there we'll make our predictions by round. But I wanted to do it, and then I'll back out all those scores, because it's gonna really mess with the system. So that's the plan. These games start on Tuesday. Round one, the playing games. I think it's Tuesday, maybe Monday. It says TBA. ESPN's a little bit more accurate. What do they say? Doesn't have dates. Well, what good is it without dates? Maybe it's up here. March 17th through the 18th, round of. Okay, so that is today, Sunday, the 13th. Today is Sunday the 13th. Let's look at the calendar. Okay, the 15th is Tuesday. Oh, that's the 17th, 18th. Okay, so that would be Thursday, Friday. Okay, that would make more sense. But I think the playing games are going to have to happen prior to that. So these playing games, CBS actually does it better over here. The playing games, I say TBA, so we'll have to be on the lookout for that. Yeah, March 17th and 18th. Okay, so folks, I got a lot of digesting to do. What just happened there was pretty insane, with the whole Bellarmine thing and Jacksonville State thing. I mean, it's just crazy. So we're going to go, I'm going to do a deep dive. I'm going to make sure I'm going to audit every one of the tournament teams, make sure that they're all accurate. And we'll come back, do a prediction show. I have until Thursday, it looks like. We'll figure out the playing games. I'll get those as well. So I'll check back with you here in a bit, and I'm going to end the stream for now, and we'll catch you when we catch you. We'll talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.